Hello, Majestic Queen. How are you? I am hoping you had a fabulous day because you are most deserving of every ounce of happiness that is to come your way. Trust in those words, Queen. Every ounce of happiness you deserve. So I am hoping that the day that you had was very blessed. But just in case you stumbled and you couldn't get through that roadblock that was in your way, it's going to be okay. So let's get into our topic for tonight. What men want in a relationship. Oh my goodness. We have been trying to figure this out for quite a long time. So I stumbled across an article. It is by Issues Face. There's no date assigned to the article. But the title, once again, What Men Want in a Relationship. So we're going to delve right into the talking points. I am not going to give you every aspect of this article. It belongs to the author. But the talking points is what I'm going to focus the attention on and bring to you wisdom, knowledge, and experience based on the talking points. So the first thing men want is honest communication. It's a top priority for men. In other words, they want that significant other to be open and honest in a relationship. Sometimes they don't even mind if you volunteer information, if you're being honest about what you are sharing. They want a woman who can see the truth when the truth is being presented. Now, I know sometimes, Queen, it's difficult, especially if you've had difficulties in your relationship. It's hard to trust. And I'm from the school of thought that trust is earned. It's not given automatically. The person earns the trust. And then you begin to open up and feel more comfortable with sharing your information because you know you're not going to be violated in any type of way. Number 2, men want a self-sufficient, secure, and confident woman. Now, self-sufficiency requires a great deal of work. That means investing in who you are as a person and who you would like to become. It means investing in your job training if you just want a career that's focused on a particular skill. But if you want another type of career, which is college oriented, then that means investing your time into classes, taking those classes, learning from those classes. It's not always about the money that you will earn, but the growth that you will gain as a result of going to class. The next thing a man wants is a manipulation-free relationship. They don't want the games. But guess what? A woman like me, I don't want the games either. I don't have time to sift through and try to understand where a person is coming from. So, on both ends of the spectrum, whether you're male or female, games should not enter into the personal relationship that you have with your significant other. It's only going to deteriorate the relationship. Men want growth, personal responsibility, and ownership. They want a partner who can laugh at herself and who has the courage and the strength to make it through life situations. They want a woman who is emotionally stable and who is into developing her own self and her own personality. They want this woman to grow, to take personal responsibility for herself, and to take ownership of who she is. This male wants a woman who is mature, kind, supportive, and loving. So, 5, men want fidelity and a commitment to the relationship. In other words, a man do not want his woman out there cheating on him. That's fidelity. But neither do a woman. It makes both parties feel very, very insecure. And so you can't expect that anyone is going to really take another person serious when their eyes are roaming onto someone else on a continuous basis. You walk down the street with your person and she's looking at someone else, or he's looking at someone else. Who wants that? No one wants that in their relationship. Keep your focus on who you are to be with if you want that relationship to grow with that individual. Now, if it's just friendship, make it clear that it's just friendship and you're not looking for growth. Do not lead a person on or have a person believing that they are in a relationship that's significant to the both of you when you really don't want to be a part of that person's life. Guess what? What you put down, someone will pick up. But the person, male or female, needs to know that you're putting them down so that someone else can pick them up. It's not that difficult of a situation, okay? Because God has made someone for everyone. And attractiveness is in the eyes of the beholder. Keep that in mind. 6, men want women who know how men need to be treated. And from my perspective, I'm only going to say it's a teaching and a learning situation. You can't expect anyone to read your mind or to read your behavior. There should be conversations and ongoing communications so that you can learn each other in a relationship. You know, women should never treat a man in a way that diminish the ego. But sometimes we can do that when we become too emotional about a situation. We don't want a male to feel inadequate. Instead, we want to give that male praise and acknowledgement so that he can feel as though he's doing right in a relationship. He needs that recognition. He needs to be loved and appreciated. But so does women. So please do not take each other for granted. And once again, it's a work in progress. And it deserves to be worked on each and every day if you want the relationship to work. Now, those are the 6 talking points that are for both men and women. Because as you could see, I talked about what men want, but I also gave the perspective of a female. Now, here's some tips that are for women. Okay? So we're going to start with honest communication. A tip for women. Great men want and need straightforward, courageous communication without anger or criticism. Number 2, men want a self-sufficient, secure, and confident woman. A tip for women. Men want women who are a whole partner. Want a vibrant relationship. that's full of rewarding life fulfillment. Number 3, men want a manipulation-free relationship. Tip for women. Men will not tolerate manipulation of any kind for any significant length of time. To attract a great man and build a wonderful relationship, learn to ask without hesitation, learn to be aware of his timing and his timeline, and learn how to acknowledge and bestow praise. 4, men want growth and personal responsibility and ownership. Tip for women. Men want women who are emotionally mature. Maturity does not mean lack of emotion. It does mean the ability to handle emotions responsibly. 5, men want fidelity and commitment to the relationship. Tip for women. Here's some great news. Fidelity and a Roman eye are just as distasteful to men as for women. Great men know how to build a wonderful relationship, and they know fidelity is the main ingredient. And our final point and tip for women. Men want women who know how men need to be treated. Here's the tip for women. Most men want acknowledgement and appreciation from women. Learning to acknowledge instead of making your partner wrong is one of the most powerful relationship survival tools available to you. Well, Majestic Queen, I have learned a lot. And as always, what I learn, I want to share with you. We're in this together. We're trying to learn and grow so that we can make our relationships better relationships that are long-lasting and enduring. With that being said, have a blessed evening, Majestic Queen, because most certainly you deserve it, because what? You are majestic. And to be majestic is boss bad, and to be boss bad is good. Take care now.